This is Robert Forsch with the YouTube channel Truth. I'm here at the Prince Resort. Wanted to show you how beautiful it is here. At this time of the day, the season, the sunrise was gorgeous. It's on an earlier recording, and this is a live Facebook broadcast that I'm going to I'm going to upload to YouTube a bit later when I get home. Good morning. Excellent, thanks. So are you open to new information? Good morning. Hi there. Hey, you're welcome. Good morning. Well, it looks like the system needs to reboot. Good morning. So with this public forum out here, what's so wonderful is we're expecting in this calendar year about 20 million guests in the Grand Strand of Myrtle Beach, which is about 60 miles of beautiful beaches and wonderful accommodations on the coast of South Carolina. And so, for example, when I was walking out to the beach yesterday, I did a little recording, and then I encountered the group of the Future Farmers of America. Do you think they'll remember that interaction? Yeah, I'm sure they will. Many people do. We'll also have like tournaments where there will be a baseball, softball tournament, cheerleading tournaments. People from all over the world come here in big events because we've got an infrastructure to support it. Beautiful accommodations and also just a beautiful place to enjoy. So that's why people come here. So the infrastructure of all the personnel to keep it clean, have it look nice, that's all a big part of what's going on here. It takes a lot of work. We have, last night we had a Music on Main. It was a band playing, and they have most Thursday nights in the summertime, weather permitting, there will be concerts, and they block off a portion of the street, and there will be anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 people that come on out there, and I'll quite often be interacting in the midst of that. What ends up happening is I'll reconnect with people I haven't seen for years, and it's not like they're trying to run away from me. They want to know what I've been up to. They haven't seen me, and we've had meaningful conversations, and that's how it goes. Now, there are people in this world that think they need to rescue humanity from me, from what they believe the deception I'm unleashing on humanity. The deception part has been covered by a very clever system of control. I'm the part of the exposing that. That's what I'm doing. And I appreciate the friends and family from all over the world, all over the earth, to do that. Another example of water seeking its level, The tidal activity, I'm not saying that all water in the world is level. It's seeking level. It'll do that. So I showed you in the earlier part of the broadcast the glassy water. This is still very reflective, it's just moving. That water was moving too, it was just moving differently. So in the context of this, what I want to unpack for you is people are searching. They're out here looking for shark teeth, seashells, maybe to rekindle a relationship, maybe reflecting on a new life as divorced, or as a partner has deceased, or just walked away from the relationship. I'm on the edge of that right now too. We've got beautiful family pictures and all of that. And unfortunately, my wife Joni believes I'm deceived. And I'm sad to hear that, because I'm not. I'm not deceived on this. And the reason why I bring that up is you'll see a friendly, normally pretty happy guy. I have a deep sense of joy in the midst of difficult circumstances. I'm going to zoom in on this little couple. I believe they're blue, or they're herons. I'm not exactly sure. They are adorable. I've never seen them out here before. That's unfortunately what one of the birds that passed away, I rescued from he smacked into the building, evidently for Hurricane Florence. We're coming up on a year of that. So in the pursuit of looking for better health, looking for a body that functions better, people invest a lot of time on that. When I say this is a sea level mirror and people are reflective, they reflect off of the water, they reflect on their lives, past, present, future. The fact that they're searching, what I want you to think about, when people are searching and they're curious, I get more people that will come up to me in the context of this out here when I'm doing what I'm doing. Now that's an avenue into being open for new information. Curiosity is a catalyst for consideration. Now for a lot of people, the pier is a turnaround point. They'll jog up to the pier and tap it and run the other way. Take a break. It's good shade, especially for the middle of the day when the sun is the closest and the hottest in this location. Midday, it's high in the sky. Now, like I mentioned, in the winter, it'll come up way over on the left side or the right side of the view. In the summer, way over on the left. It just came over up in the middle of the view over there behind those buildings, and it's moving a path over the stationary earth. So what I'm going to do now is zoom in again. If you're watching a video and you see the lens of the P1000 zoom out or zoom in, you'll know that I'm doing some recording of that. You might recognize some of the same people, some of the same dogs. In the middle of the view, that looks like the couple of ladies I met out on the walkout. I saw them as I was walking out here. And what will end up happening is that there will be, for example, A lot of times people will come here for a week vacation, rent a condo, and then they'll be in the area enjoying a week of vacation. Then on the weekends, there's a mixture of locals, a high concentration of locals that'll come here. They may drive, you know, when I say local, within an hour. And then there are some that come out here almost every day, walking on the beach, walking their dogs, looking for seashells, looking for maybe a new relationship. So when people invest a lot of money in, you know, a vacation here, they may spend $5,000. Pretty average, I would think, is close to $3,000. If you're bringing a family from 1,000 miles away, it's going to cost you like $3,000 to $5,000 easily. So they've got investment in the vacation, in the time here. So even when it's raining, they'll come out. They'll come out here. They want to get their money's worth. And like right now, I'm zoomed in on people. What I'll probably do, what I have a tendency to do, is sometimes I'll zoom in on people at a long distance, and I'll just let you see what you can notice. What do you? And sometimes they may comment on it. Other times I'll just let you ponder what you're looking at. So I've got a video where I was recording 5 Vietnamese surf fishermen during a thunderstorm, and I was on the motorcycle. I came out there that day on the motorcycle. It's just down on the other side of the pier there, and you can see it. It was called Struck by Lightning. If you hashtag Struck by Lightning, you'll see it. But I was hit by lightning, so were they. And we all survived it, and it was a test. I believe God wanted me to see what I would do. The old me, before I was born again, I remember thinking when I believed I was in a test, when God was testing me, I used to think He wanted to see what I would do. Well, that would be looking at a God who isn't all-knowing. Well, now that I actually know Him in a way where He's living in and through me, I'm aware that He knows everything. He's omniscient. Omniscience is the reality of knowing everything. It's not just the capacity of it. It's the reality of that. I believe that truth and reality are interchangeable. And so I'm going to zoom in a little bit on the pelicans and just show you a little bit of what that looks like from a distance. So I found out that I can actually go live with the P1000, and there may come times that I do that. However, I like to show more. It's my second camera person, or second camera I can show you. So I've got the iPhone 10 mounted on top of the P1000. So you'll get a cohesive broadcast on Facebook, and then a YouTube video that's going to be around an hour long or so. And then 2 zoomed in views that will show from a far different perspective at times, far closer. And so now I'm going to just zoom out and let you see how they just kind of vanish into the distance. Oh gosh, I'm going to zoom in on the big dog. I've seen that dog and talked with the people before. That is a whopper of a dog. I believe a Newfoundland. And then we've got our exercise class setting up there, and it's just amazing. I mean, people have such a different perspective on life. So to go back to what I started out talking about, when I was working on the farm, carrying buckets of milk, they don't do much of that anymore. What they'll do is they'll use a pipeline. That's what I'm doing. I'm using the worldwide pipeline of distribution of information. And the very artificial intelligence I'm outing as controlling it, I'm leveraging it. I'm right there in on it, with it. I'll use it. And many of my friends and family are doing that as well. That's great. I'm not just trying to work up what I can do and highlight that. I'm looking at and highlighting what we're doing. It's citizen journalism. It's investigative journalism. I've got friends all over doing this kind of thing. Well, sharing videos. As far as a vlog like I do, I'm not sure who else is doing it, because I'm not looking for that. It's on a given day I may have 1,000 notifications. I can't keep up with that, let alone what everybody else is doing. So this is just my effort to do the best I can with what I have. Notice where the sunlight hits the fishing line. You're looking at a fishing line. Let that sink in. From a long ways away, from a mile away, you can see a fishing line, I can, on the zoomed in view with the P1000. So I've zoomed in on the moon and the sun, clearly established conclusively to me that they're local sun. You can hashtag it. Because I've talked about it so much in the video, I'll do that. Look at the way that the light is hitting that weather modification trail. Some call them chemtrails. Remember, 2 kids stealing a bike is a conspiracy. What is it when artificial intelligence hijacks the collective consciousness of humanity and projects a false reality and is basically causing so much death and destruction? It's not people friendly. It's more like the Terminator. I'll be back. Yeah. Alexa. Yeah, how about Alexa? That's an Amazon thing. How about that? Amazon can sell things less expensive than almost anybody because it is selling cloud storage, the internet. But keep in mind, I want you to consider something here. It's not just Jeff at Amazon, or it's not just Apple Computer. It's not just Facebook or Google or YouTube. It's all one thing. It's all one big monolithic population control of humanity. That's what it is. Now, in the context of that, God who created this world still is sovereign. He's still in charge. I just find the shadows and reflections amazing. That's one of the reasons why I'll come on out here. You'll be able to see the couple right there. Zoomed in a little bit more. That's all. When people are in the light beam, it looks differently. It looks different. And right there, we're able to see the shadow and the reflection of that gentleman. And the symmetry of that. See how different that all looks? He's got it going on. There you go. He got his motor running. And then a shadow on the water looks so different. Recently, there were millions of yards of sand pumped up on the beach. They move about 1,500 yards of sand in less than an hour, and they do it around the clock for weeks. However many yards of sand are left here, I don't know. It's a lot higher than it was. Higher is drier. Gives people a place to enjoy more of the reason they come here, to walk on the beach, to meet other people out here. It's a public forum. That's one of the reasons why I like this so much. So I've literally met people from all over the world here. China, the Czech Republic, Germany, Sweden, Norway. There we've got the reflection once again and the shadow of the gentleman right there. A lot of times people are concerned primarily with their external, like if they think they should lose a little weight. I'm going to speak to that. I'm more concerned with my mental health, so I won't take a weight loss supplement that would impair my cognitive function. That's why I talk about that. That's why I thought I would highlight that. Now, I've got a few minutes left. I'm going to zoom in on the exercise group over there. And they come out here a lot of days. And part of what happens is that people will come out here and exercise. Even a walk on the beach is excellent exercise. Fresh air, sunshine, and yes, of course, the cell phone. A lot of and I'm not all anti-technology, of course, I use it every day. And even when I'm not out here capturing and sharing, what happens is I am being shared around the world, around the clock, loved and hated. Friends of mine over at Aloha Water Sports setting up for another beautiful day of parasailing and banana boat rides. And there's other companies out here too for parasailing. It's beautiful. One of the reasons we can't see across the ocean and other continents is just the haze that shows up. Some days I'll see it crystal clear. Low humidity with the wind blowing the moisture away. So long distance photography is an example. Look at how the sun is hitting this area of buildings and not that area. And I'm going to show you why. All I need to do is turn it around and show you that the clouds will interrupt that. Those clouds right there are interrupting that, the direct impact of the sunshine. So when I drive around with the YouTube Truth Mobile or the Truth Cycle, I've got that all labeled up on my vehicles, my bicycle, if I bring that out here too, ride that on the beach. And then of course I've got the YouTube Truth shirt on. And some people will go there and others will not. Some will go there and think it's crazy, and some will go there and be very grateful that they had a chance to find out what I was wanting to show people, show them. So I've had people I've met right under the pier here that say, I'm so glad we met 3 years ago on our honeymoon, and now it's their anniversary. How about that? So that means a couple of things. One of them is I just keep on doing this, and I will just keep on doing this as long as I can. I meet the college age, the high school age. And it's all very interesting. I thought there might be a little puppy there or something. I don't know. No. And then I'll see the couples that have children that were single when I met them. Then they raise their families and come on out here. We've been coming out here for over 30 years. Joni went to school with Vanna White. They were cheerleaders for North Myrtle Beach. She's got a condo, let's see, where is it? Yeah, right there, I believe it is. No, it's not that one. Vanna White has a condo at the Ocean Bay Club, and it's right there. I believe it is. Yeah, that's the one. I've been there. I've hung out with Vanna for a whole day on the beach. I see her several times. Well, I've seen her quite a bit. We've talked a bit. We've got children our same age. I sent her my liked video playlist. And so people will do what they choose to do with the information that I provide for them. Because I believe it matters for eternity. So, you can handle the truth, or can you? This is Robert Forsch. Thanks so much for watching, liking, sharing, and blocking and unfriending if you gotta go.